In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can create a Google Ads display campaign the right way. Most people don't realize there's lots of money wasting traps embedded in the Google Ads system along the way. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through so you can avoid those money wasting traps. So make sure you stay through to the end of the video. I'm also going to assume that you have already got your Google Ad account set up and established so we can dive right into the campaign creation process. So let's go do this. So here we are in our live Google Ad account and we're going to click on this new campaign button here. And the first thing it's going to ask us is what is our campaign objective? Now we're going to actually choose this last one, which is to create a campaign without guidance. This is because I want all the available settings available to me. So I'm going to click that one. And here is where I'm going to choose display because we're going to walk through creating a display campaign. These are the goals that I've got already set up. I'm just going to leave this for now. Click continue and I can just click continue. And here is where I give my campaign a name. I often like to name my campaign whatever is going to be really my targeting. So let's pretend it's retargeting. We're doing a display retargeting campaign and then we click continue. We're going to be walking through all these steps here, but first is where we have to choose our location. So obviously you would choose the location where you want your display campaign to be showing. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to click Australia. Scrolling down here, my language will be English. I'm going to say no, this campaign does not have EU political ads. And let's just double check some of these settings. Okay, add rotation, that's fine. Optimize, that here is if I want to select it to not optimize and when I want it to rotate ads indefinitely, or do I want Google to optimize for the best performing ad? So you can choose that. Let's click on more settings, ad schedule all day devices. I might just have a quick here, look and make sure. So computers, mobile phones and tablets, we'll just leave it to show on all devices for now. But obviously if you want to turn off mobile, then you would just deselect that there. Let's click on more settings and let's just click on content exclusions. So I want to actually make sure that I exclude all this sensitive content. And I also do not want my ads to show, yeah. So I will just leave those for now, close that. And then that's just what I'm going to choose, but obviously you choose what, if you know, this is pretty self-explanatory. If you don't want your ads showing in sensitive content or on various content types here. Then we click next. Here is where we're going to set a daily budget. So this is not a total budget. This is how much you want to spend per day. I'm just going to put a placeholder of $1. Obviously, you would probably put in a different budget, but just for now, I'm just going to do that. You would put in your budget. So the bidding here, we've got limited options with bidding, unfortunately. Google is going to force us into their automated bidding strategies here. So we can actually select a bid strategy. We can actually do manual CPC bidding if we want. So this really depends on your Google Ad account. If you have a brand new Google Ad account, I would suggest you do manual CPC bidding. However, if you have a well-established account, you've got at least 30 conversions in a 30-day period, you may consider doing it to automatically maximize conversions. It really depends on your own Google Ad account. I have actually another video on my channel. I'll put a link in the description. So it's about, really goes into depth on how to choose the right bidding strategy for your campaign. So there's really not it depends on your situation. So I'll just leave this for now. I'm actually just going to select that. And then we click next. Okay, so here is the important part where we're going to choose our targeting. So I'm going to add targeting. And we have a number of different options here of audience segments, demographics, keywords, topics, and placements. So audience segments, if I click on this, and we go to browse, Here is where we have different audiences, some being warm audiences, which is people who are in our retargeting list. So they've come to our website before and we've created an audience of those people. Or cold audiences where, you know, they don't know about us anymore, and various audiences that fall into that category would be affinity, in-market and life events, combined segments and custom segments, okay? As well as demographics. So for the first option, which is warm audiences, we have our data segments here because they've interacted with our business. So if I click on this, here is where we can have an audience of our website visitors or our YouTube users. If I go back here, in market, there's a bunch of in-market audiences here. So depending on what kind of business you have, you might choose an in-market service. So I've got an advertising and marketing service. This is just to illustrate how granular it can go. Go here, and then we've got, you know, SEO and SEM services if I wanted to do a cold audience. So really have a think about what type of targeting you want to do for your display campaign, and whether you want to do these audience segments or you actually want to do, you know, keywords and topics and placements. My recommendation, if you've never done a display campaign before, is to probably start with a placement, which is you tell Google, I want to have my ad on this website and this website only. So maybe think like the New York Times, LA Times, maybe eBay, you know, and then, you know, test your creative and your offer on specific websites first before you start going out to, you know, particularly in market and affinity audiences. They're for pretty advanced users and well-established offers. So how you do that, if I just choose placements here, we can just enter the URL. So let's say I go newyorktimes.com. I can click add placement. And here you can see my weekly estimate. So I could get, based on my targeting and setting, you know, be it in Australia, there's 21 million impressions available, you know, weekly. So to do that, and then I can click done, and then you can see here that has been my placement. I did say at the start of this video it was going to be a retargeting audience, so I could easily just change the campaign name to be New York Times, or I can choose my retargeting audience here by going into my data segments and then choosing my website visitors and choosing that specific audience. I could easily do that. We'll just leave this for now, but obviously do the targeting that you want to do for your display campaign. Here's a sneaky setting here. Optimized targeting is on. I'm going to deselect this because this gives Google permission to go beyond the targeting that I've selected, where they think I'm going to get more conversions, but this can really lead to your ads being sprayed, you know, quite far and wide at your expense, basically. This is just one of the sneaky money wasting settings that Google have in their system. I call them Google gotchas. I actually have a free guide called my Google Ads Gotcha Guide. I'll put a link in the description. It contains a list of all these sneaky settings you need to change for search campaigns, display campaigns, etc. Definitely check it out and download it, because I would hate for you to waste more money on these really money wasting traps. All right, let's push on, and then we click next. And here is where we do the fun part of creating our ads. So we need to put a number of elements in here. So this is going to be creating what's called a responsive display ad, which is an ad which changes its size and elements to it. So you'll see here we're going to put in our final URL, and then our business name is Teach Traffic, and we add in images, videos if we want, and up to 5 different headlines, a long headline, and a description as well. And once we enter in all these details, Google will mix and match the various elements that we put here for the different allowed placements on the wherever the ads are going to be shown. So for this example, it's New York Times, but if our ads was going to be going on lots of different websites. So I'll just pause this video real quick while I fill in these details, and then we can go to the next step. So if I show you real quick what I've done, the final URL is where people land once they've clicked on your ad. So this, for the purpose of this This is going to be our retargeting challenge, which is the landing page. So that's going to be the final URL. Scrolling down here, that's my business name, Teach Traffic. Images. So here I have some preloaded in my asset library, and you can easily add some in your asset library by uploading files from your computer. You can also go to your suggested because it's going to pick up images on your website, but here I've got some preloaded ones that I've got here. You also got free stock images if you want, and it will scan your website as well. So if I just grab the ones from my website, I'll just get some as a placeholder, and then we click save. And as you can see, the preview here on the right, it's going to be updating what your ad looks like as you start adding certain elements to it here. I have my logo already uploaded, but you can easily just upload your logo. And headlines here, you can add up to 5. I did 3. I think 3 is the minimum, and obviously you just put in a 30 character limit, but 3 possible headlines explaining what this ad is about. And as you can see here, it'll show us what our ad is actually looking like. We have to also have a long headline variation, and that's because it might choose one long headline or 3 of these headlines. So it's giving it the options, and then you can also add up to 5 descriptions, and these are 90 characters long as well, and I just did 2 for the purpose of this video. So yeah, that's what you need to do for your ad. So obviously go and do that for yours, and then I'm going to click create ad, and you can add in more variations. So you might have 2 different ads of different image types and different copy, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to choose the one, and then we click next. So here we're going to review our campaign. I might change the name to be New York Times if I wanted to. Display, targeting Australia, and all this information that I've got here, and then I can click publish campaign. So there we have it. We have published our campaign. As you can see here, the campaign was published, and obviously we don't have impressions yet or any clicks, and it's already active. There you have it. That's how easy it is to create a display campaign inside your Google Ad account. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon and subscribe, and maybe check out our website teachtraffic.com and join our community there. Thanks for watching.